So you've been in a calorie deficit for weeks and the scale has remained flat. Then suddenly you're not doing anything wrong. Fat loss is not linear. We have it in our minds that if we're in a calorie deficit, we should just be losing the same amount of weight each week. It just doesn't work that way. For myself, I fought with it also. Coming from an engineering background, it sounded logical. So in the end, the straight line linear drop is a fantasy. The reality, the stall, then the drop is reality. So if you're losing fat the whole time you're in a calorie deficit, where's it going? Let me know in the comments where you think it's going. So even though you're in a calorie deficit, your weight will stall. Or at least it'll look that way. Your body's just holding on to water, which is hiding the fat loss. And the reason it could be is carbohydrates. So for every gram of carbohydrates that you have in your body, it holds with it about 3 or 4 grams of water. So when your carbs start moving, the water comes with it. And that's why after a good night's sleep, and you wake up 2 or 3 pounds later, what you might have heard is referred to as the Whoosh Effect. And that was the fat you've been losing all along while you're in a calorie deficit. And it's just showing up on the weight scale now. So if you want the weight scale to make sense at all, there's one thing that you have to fix first. So you've had this weight stall and all of a sudden you go through a whoosh effect. You lose 2 or 3 pounds overnight. Let me ask you one thing. Are you consistent in what you eat and drink every day? Let me know in the comments below. If you're eating out some days, other days you're eating higher carbs, then you're not eating as many carbs. If you're fluctuating between your meals weekly, then how do you expect your body to do its job? Early on with my engineering background, I treated it a little different by changing one variable at a time. My food was plain and boring, and it was the same thing every day, give or take. But that's where the biggest changes came from me. If you want to prioritize fat loss, then you need to eat boring, consistently boring. And if you get hungry, cut the carbs, just prioritize good, healthy protein and fats. And once you have your inputs steady, engineering technical term, inputs. Once you've controlled what you're putting in your mouth, what you're eating and drinking, then you stop reading the scale like it's a daily verdict. Did you do well? Did you not do well? Control that one variable. Put on your engineering hat and say, let me keep my input consistent. Then I can use the weight scale in a different way. Weigh scale. Take your mind off the number and start using the number to your advantage. You'll complain, just like me, going up 5 pounds, but then you'll celebrate when you come down 3 pounds. And we've all been there. I know who you are. And I've learned this over the years as I've built up my metabolic health again. What I've done, besides controlling what I put in my mouth, is that I'll weigh myself in the morning in a fasted state before I eat or drink anything. And then I'll weigh myself at the end of the day before bed. And these are things that I would do to get a sense over a week or two of how my body would process food. I could see a pattern. Start building that trending. Use the numbers. And once you start seeing how the numbers bounce up and down, you won't be as stressed about it because you can see those incremental drops in your fastest day in the morning. Now, this is to say you're on a calorie deficit. Well, I guess if you're not, you're going to find out the number starts going the other way. But anyway, whether you're in a calorie deficit or not, you can see a pattern. You can see how your body processes food, how it expels food over the night, and you can adjust from there. You can lower your carbohydrates and see if that makes a difference. Put on my engineering hat and try it out. Try changing one variable at a time. And that's how you find out how your body behaves. And that frees you up from stressing about your weight bouncing up and down to stressing about other things that matter. If you're in a calorie deficit because you're trying to lose fat, make sure that you're resting, that you're sleeping. So do everything you can to support your body in recovery of any metabolic dysfunction, and also to make sure that through a good solid sleep, your body can burn fat. There's no need to worry about this whoosh effect, like why I'm dropping 2 to 3 pounds like that. Is there something wrong? What you should really care about is that you are losing fat, metabolically active fat. It's about losing the visceral fat that's unseen and untouched. It's not the squishy subcutaneous fat that you can see. But by losing and getting rid of this visceral fat, it'll make you healthier. So this is not a quick fix. This is more of a frame of mind that you should take. How you should start living, knowing that there's this silent visceral fat that's living deep inside, wrapped around your organs, TMI, but Very true. Maybe it takes a few pounds that you can see, you can feel, and you don't fit your clothes anymore to actually start making incremental small changes in the right direction. So when you're looking at the scale and the number bouncing up and down, try to prioritize the things that are going to matter long term, next year, the year after, to live a more metabolically healthy lifestyle. There's not a higher calling than there is to look after yourself, your mind, and your body. Hope you enjoyed the topic for today. Let me know how your journey's going. What resonates with you? Love to hear from you. And if you want to learn more, there's more on my website. The link's in the bio. There's tons of resources, articles, videos. There's tools that you can use that will help you make sense of your own metabolic health. Check it out and let me know what you think. Until next time.